Hey, what's up guys, it's me, AB, and welcome back to episode number 8 of the Blackstone SMP. If you've been enjoying the series, make sure you hit the like button, and if you're brand new here, hit the subscribe button to get more content like this. We've taken a little bit of a break from the server, but everybody is back now. I've been putting in some work over here at the foundry, I've been building some other buildings over here, and Brian has been doing some serious work over here on Blackstone. I haven't done much videoing on this just because I wanted to keep it kind of private, let him do his thing, but at this point, there's not really been much video footage, so I'm going to go ahead and start documenting it. This has been a massive project. They have been digging for like 3 months to put this together, and this is bedrock, so we don't actually have like really good world eaters or anything like that. You can do TNT droppers with dispensers and stuff, but honestly, you need so much TNT. It's ridiculous the amount of TNT that you need to actually make that viable. He has recently started putting things up. He started with the pillars, and he's actually getting some of the actual walls and framing in now. And this bit over here is going to be an incredible redstone elevator. It's kind of what the whole thing was centered around. And now we got so much of it going up. It's going up pretty quickly too. Every single day there's a lot more going on. Like I said, I've been over here doing the city work a little bit and trying to get things put together over here. Originally, I had this kind of design with the sword and everything on front of the foundry, but I didn't really like it too much. It was just a little bit too cartoony for me, so I went ahead and went with something like this. I'm not totally sure about this design in the center, but I think I like it for now, and I'm going to go with it. I might do a little bit of a different design on the windows on the other side, but I do like the big window sitting right here in the middle of the building. This little one was a ton of fun to put together. Honestly, it's just kind of a nice, quaint little building. It's supposed to be sort of like an old school kind of city building. Brick, I love this. Honestly, I want one of these. I want a building just like this in the city somewhere. Something kind of like this, you know. So I got my little kitchen in here, my TV, and media station, all that. Little bar we got set up in this corner there. Come upstairs, and we're gonna have ourselves a little study room. So do some work, do all that kind of stuff. Take down some documents, write some histories, and keep track of the server and everything. That's kind of what we like to do. Up here we're gonna have a little storage space. Honestly, this is mostly just junk stuff. It's a little bit sorted over here. All these are just, yeah, it's bad. That's why I started sorting things on this side, and it works a lot better, honestly. So you come out here, got a nice little patio, and come up to here, and you got my bedroom. Oh, yep, big hole in the floor. Don't look at that. Kind of simple in here. A little bit of foliage, some greenery. I got the big bed going on, and I did sneak a bed right in there, and that actually works underneath the carpet. So, it all works. Sometimes I'll just unload the game. Like when I log off, I'll just sit right here just because I like the way it looks, and it's just sort of silly, but fun. I've put in a ton of work just working on these roads as well, plotting things out. Over here in this downtown area, it's all kind of flat, and all the roads are going to kind of be perfect and chunk aligned. But as we start to spread out and go towards other areas like Old Town Varrock and everything over here, it's going to be probably a lot more fluid and have more of a free form to it. But down here in the downtown chunk town, I definitely wanted things to be a little more squared up. So that's a nice little update of what's been going on here in the Blackstone SMP. It's just kind of have some fun little stuff going on, some little builds, and just working on some old projects that we haven't quite finished up yet. So today's video is not actually meant to be centered around the city or even the overworld at all. I just kind of wanted to show you guys what we've been up to here in the Blackstone SMP. But we're actually going to head out into the nether and show you guys where I've been working for the last couple days. So if you've seen some of my other videos, you might have seen this nether hub already. So this is kind of just the center of everything. It's the bottom of the... Oh, oops. Yeah, so this is the Piglin trader, which it's more of a prototype. I'm going to build a much bigger, and this is kind of what we're getting at today. So this is the nether hub, center underneath the foundry, and the reason I'm doing something over here down this hallway, which is more of just like a big, blast tube. I actually have been working over in this area to build a much larger version of this Piglin trader. So I dug this big giant hole. Well, I didn't actually dig this hole. I actually blew it up with TNT. It was a ton of fun, and I am actually at the end game point about what I was talking about earlier, where I have so much gunpowder and just a farm that cranks it out. So my second account is over there AFKing right now for another big blasting project. But I was able to blast it out in about a day just with some TNT droppers, which are super, super simple, but just use so much TNT. But anyways, this is going to be kind of the storage area down here for the Piglin trading system. I might need a few more chests in here, but I could probably make do with these. I wanted to have like a ton of space, because when you end up with just like tons of soul sand and like gravel and some of these other things, which I don't want to just trash, but at the same time, like I might end up getting rid of some of this stuff altogether. I'm already throwing away the potions and like the boots or the iron gear, and I'm even throwing away like just the books, like the soul speed books and stuff, because we have like a handful of soul speed 3s. If we ever really need them, it's super easy to get them now for us, so we don't even need any of that. Pretty much anything that doesn't stack is getting thrown away from the system. So I'd like to do some sort of cool design down here, but I'm really kind of lost for inspiration right now, so I'm just sort of working on the redstone. I'm going to go ahead and put in some of the systems in the back here and get all of the silos put together so that they indicate exactly how much items are in all of these. But if we go back up to the top here, realistically what I'm just doing for right now is going to be putting in some of these floors, because you got a slab up here. With a big open space like this, there's so many annoying spawns, and ghasts are just like crazy out here. The main part of our nether is just actually like smack dab in a basalt delta, which is the worst thing in the world. These little suckers right behind me, the magma cubes, they are such a pain. I hate them so much. I just wish we could take them out of the game. But because of that, this area that we're in here is theoretically supposed to all be nether wastes, so we should only be getting piglins and maybe some zombified piglins and ghasts in here. But there are a few blocks that just bleed over from the other biomes, and these guys unfortunately do spawn the magma cubes back there. It is a lot better than in the other area though, the main basalt delta over here, where even in a slabbed area, I don't know what goes on, you just saw one of those guys glitching over there in the floor. Even down here where it's all slabbed up, I mean there's a few spots here and there, but even if it's all slabbed up, dudes will just spawn like crazy. The magma cubes, they're completely broken, and I honestly just wish Mojang would fix them or take them out, because they're not even a useful mob. Like, there's no real point for magma cubes. I'm gonna go ahead and just slab up the rest of this area, and then we'll start building along in this area, doing some design work. It's gonna be a bit more of just a lobby to the Piglin trading system as a whole, somewhere where you can just dump off the gold and have sort of access points to the storage system down below. So the floor is all put in place, and obviously the ceiling, I think that's just going to stay the bedrock. That's going to be kind of the whole theme throughout the entire nether hub here, or at least everything that's up on the ceiling like that. At this point, I just got to put in some walls, and I'm totally not sure what I'm going to do here yet. I do like the idea of using the materials that come out of the Piglin trading system to go ahead and build this place with. So I got myself some quartz, I got some crying obsidian, and I also got some soul sand. I don't really know exactly how I'm going to use all that stuff. I'll probably throw some Blackstone in there too. But yeah, I'm going to kind of just start experimenting and see what comes out of it. I really am not a big fan of like squared off rooms, so I'm going to go ahead and at least put some pillars in on these sides to kind of break things up in these corners a bit. A lot of the times I'll do like a circular shape to buildings, but, or they're not even circular, but just like kind of, you know, round off the corners, bringing in some stuff here. But we're just going to go with just like straight pillars this time. Alright, I've taken a little bit of time and I have put in all of the walls all the way around, and I put in some torches as well. I did some little bits with the obsidian, the crying obsidian in the wall, and little inlays just to kind of keep things broken up a bit. And I really like it. I really like it. Just kind of little touch with the pillars over there in the corners. And unfortunately, I didn't really get to use any soul sand anywhere. I just honestly, I couldn't figure out where to put it, and I'm good without it. Not a big deal. So yeah, I mean, I'm really enjoying the way it's looking, and I'm pretty excited. Over on each side here, I'm gonna go ahead and put in a stairwell, and in the back probably a redstone elevator, kind of similar to what Brian's doing over at Blackstone. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty cool build altogether, and then, you know, once we get some of the redstone, the bartering system, it's going to be super efficient and get us tons and tons of resources as well. Unfortunately, I do think that's all the time that I have for today. So thanks so much for watching. If you've been enjoying the series, don't forget to leave a like. And if you are new, don't forget to subscribe if you've been enjoying. And yeah, we'll have a lot more content like this coming out real soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.